Hello everyone, welcome back to Dr. JP classes. I hope you all are fine. Friends, previously we had discussed about early childhood care and education, part 1. In that video, we had discussed meaning, definition, aims and objectives of early childhood care and education, the nature and purposes of early childhood care and education. But today, we all are going to discuss about other important points of early childhood care and education. Today we will learn significance of early childhood care and education. Early childhood care and education focuses on then features of early childhood care and education, benefits of ECCE, then some problems and issues with regards to early childhood care and education, then learning challenges. This video covers all the aspects of early childhood care and education. So friends, watch this video till the end. If you are new to this channel, please like, share and subscribe. At first, significance of early childhood care and education. Early childhood care and education is the kind of program intended to foster comprehensive development from the stage of embryo to the age of 6. This is a very crucial stage in life. This stage is treated as survival and thriving in life for children, that is, living and growing. The main aim of the early childhood care and education is to encourage and care for the comprehensive development or all round development of the children from embryo to the age of 6. Survival means to continue to live or exist. Thriving is not being satisfied, just surviving. Thriving is so important for people to allow themselves to grow. To understand the idea of games, songs, puzzles, fundamental concepts in mathematics is only possible through ECCE. Through ECCE, the child learns some concepts through games, songs, puzzles, and other fundamental concepts in mathematics. Educationalists rightly expressed that when physical development and mental developments are rapid, it influences their future possibility if proper care is taken to bring out the innate potentiality of the children. The main aim of ECCE is to give importance to the physical and mental development of the children because during the time of embryo to 6 years, the mental development of child is rapid. Education helps the child to develop inborn potentialities and provides scope to the children to develop their qualities and innate abilities of the children. By the time a child is 6 years old, 90% of the brain development has taken place. As a result, this stage is considered crucial for the holistic development of the children, especially for the development of the brain. In this stage, 90% of the brain development has taken place, and this is the very important stage in their life. Especially in this stage, the development of the brain is very rapid. Parents and other caregivers can support for healthy brain growth by speaking to, playing with, and care for their child. Any disruption in the developmental process due to heredity and environment may affect adversely. Any type of disturbance created due to whether heredity or environment may affect badly or negatively. Lack of healthy home and school environment, inadequate nutrition, and poor health care are some of the common factors that lead to developmental delays among children. Some factors that lead to the developmental delay among the children that are lack of healthy home and school environment, inadequacy of encouragement, inadequate nutrition, poor health, that are the some factors that lead to the developmental delay, slow development in children, delay in motor function, speech, language, cognitive development and social skills mainly responsible. Then ECCE focuses on. ECCE provides the environment to enable those children to adjust personally. ECC helps the children to adjust with the environment that stimulate independence and freedom and develop and adjust with the other children. The ECC also focuses on or create an environment where the children feel independence and free. Disabilities and mental retardation are identified in these ECCs. Once the deficiency are identified, this can be addressed in the primary level and the remediation can be taken up. At first, the main aim of the early childhood care and education is identify the mental retarded children, then taken the remedial measure and make the children fit for the primary education. Early childhood care and education links pre-primary stage with primary stage. In this stage, child is introduced with environmental sciences, mathematical concepts, unstructured conversation, methodical thinking development, classification skills, sensory development, and problem solving skills. During this stage, the early childhood care and education at first make a bridge between pre-primary level with primary stage. Variety of skills are developed among the children. The early childhood care and education help the children for all-round development and lifelong learning. The children learn throughout their life. Then features of early childhood care and education. Early childhood care and education prepare the child for readiness to primary school. All the children are naturally motivated towards learning. Elementary education is fundamental right of every children and it is mandatory for children aged between 6 to 14 years. It is a way to achieve the aims of universal education. The main aim of early childhood care and education is to achieve the universal education, that is universal enrollment, retention and continuation, or universalization of provision. That is, school facilities should be provided to all children. The children between the age of 6 to 14 years must be enrolled and the child should remain in school. He or she completes all their primary education. It is a foundation for child-centered education and learning. Early childhood care and education also give importance to the child-centered education. Child must be encouraged to learn at their own pace and should direct their own learning and give importance to the physical, social, moral, spiritual development of the child, and freedom is given to the child. Self restraint, discipline, health habit, and adjustment. It also gives importance to the discipline, develop some health habits, and adjust with the environment. It facilitates girls' education. The early childhood care and education also provide helping hand for the development of girls' education, and girls are also treated equally like the boys without any discrimination. Promote inclusive, equitable and contextualized opportunity for promoting optimal development. For the satisfactory or desirable development, equal opportunity should be provided to all the children. Active learning capacity of all children below 6 years and above. The children construct knowledge through play, observing objects and things, reciting, interaction with the surroundings directly. Here give importance to the direct interaction of the students with the environment and observing the objects and things directly through play, and gave importance to the children to construct their own knowledge. Then importance of early childhood care and education. Importance is given to individualized instruction, learning by doing. It is better to learn through direct experience, make the entry into a primary school easy. Indian Commission on Education 1964-66 gave importance to the sound physique, martial coordination, development of motor skills, expression, understanding, keeping the emotions and thoughts under control are considered essential during this stage. The Indian Commission 1964 to 66 also gave importance to early childhood care education, the age between 0 to 6 years. During this stage, the development of motor skills, sound physique, muscles coordination, keeping the emotion and thoughts are highly essential during this stage. Inculcating right habits, skills, and personal and social principles among the children. The early childhood care and education also give importance to the development of right habits, skills, and personal and social principles among the children. Sensory development by providing suitable environment. It also gave importance to provide suitable environment for the development of the sensory organ, understanding others, accepting, restraining personal feeling and emotions. Here, early childhood care and education also gave importance to the understanding others' feelings, emotions, making children understand the surrounding world by linking environment. Here, early childhood care and education also give importance to the understand the surrounding around them and link with the environment and society and how they interact with the environment and make good relationship between the environment. According to the National Policy on Education 1986, early childhood care and education should be child-centered. It should be based on the ability, interest of the child, and it should facilitate the continuation of primary education. The main aim of early childhood care and education is the continuation of primary education. The centers should be in such a condition that the working women send their children to the early child care centers with a sense of security. The women who are in the job there feel secure when they send their child in the early care child center. This policy also stated that psychological, physical, social and emotional development can be achieved by providing healthy and nutritious food, care and learning. According to the National Policy on Education 1986, the main aim of early childhood care and education is all-round development of the child, that is physical, social, psychological and emotional development, at the same time providing healthy and nutritious food and care and learning. Giving importance to the early childhood care and education, Sargent Report 1944 also recommended that early childhood care and education should be extended from 0 to 6 years as per the provision of Article 45 in the Constitution of India and Directive Principles. The Article 45 also gave importance to the early childhood care and education. At the same time, health, nutrition, food and protection should be taken care of at this stage and social needs should be taken into consideration rather than traditional teaching. Here the Sargent report recommended that rather than the traditional teaching, nutritious food protection should be provided to the children and at the same time social needs of the children should be taken into consideration and give importance to the all child irrespective of caste, creed, religion, equal treatment provided to the children. National Council of Educational Research and Training 1996 also recommended that the early child care education should be comprehensive in nature. It is broader in nature. It should be facilitate the learning through various experiences and it should be child-centered. Curriculum should be promote linguistic, cognitive ability, develop creative faculties and aim at social, emotional while keeping the children secure. Here, NCERT 1996 also gave importance to the early child care and education. The education should be child-centered and curriculum should be based on such a way that should promote the linguistic ability, cognitive ability and develop the creative power of the student. At the same time, child feels secure when they contact with their environment. NCF 2005 National Curriculum Framework has also gave importance to the early childhood care and education. NCF has desired early child care as the most important stage. There should suitable curriculum in this stage. Because of this stage is very important stage in lifespan, suitable curriculum should be made at this stage. So, a national curriculum framework gave importance to the teachers should be trained. The teacher teach the children, those who are come under the category of 0 to 6 year, they should be trained and favorable teacher people ratio. teacher-people ratio should be based on the role of the government. The physical facilities should adequate to address the needs of the children. The NCF also gave importance to provide physical facilities to all the children. Supervision on children should be encouraged and gave importance to the inspection and supervision procedure for the betterment of the children. Giving importance to the early childcare and education, National Early Childcare and Education and National Curriculum Framework 2013 developed by the Ministry of Women and Children Development. The Ministry of Women and Children Development gave importance the curriculum should be framed in such a way that develop the social and emotional ability of the children and also gave importance to the sensory development. The curriculum should be framed in such a way that develop the social power of the student, then sensory development, physical and mental development, linguistic development, cognitive development, at the same time art, culture, moral and creative power of the child. Here National Early Childcare and Education and National Curriculum Framework frame the curriculum in such a way that help the child for holistic development, that is social, emotional, physical, linguistic, cognitive, and also at the same time develop the creative power of the child. Then benefits of ECCE. Early childhood care and education promotes brain development and has positive long-term economic benefits. The early childhood care and education help the children for the development of their cognitive power. Developing 21st century skill in early learners helps prepare them for success in school and life. The 21st century learning skill gave importance to the collaboration, critical thinking, communication, and development of the creative power of the student help not only in the school life but also after the completion of school life. That type of skill also quite helpful for the students. Early childhood care and education can make a positive difference in the lives of young children, and the early child care and education also change the behavior of the student, that is the positive change that help the children for change their lives. Appropriate use of technology can enhance learning. The early childhood care and education also help the children for appropriate use of the technology. The use of technology help the children for enhancement of their learning. It allows inconsistencies in offering and quality of programs. Another benefit of early childhood care and education, it provides quality education to all the children. Other benefits of early childhood care and education are quality early care and education provided to young children through early childhood care and education programs, and that enables them to acquire appropriate knowledge and skills which further help them adjust better in a formal school environment. Early child care education programs quite helpful for the young children that enable them to acquire appropriate knowledge and skill and also helpful for adjust in school environment. Qualitative early childcare education has long-term benefits and it helps us get more returns that we have invested on it. The early childcare education has long-term benefits and it also helpful for to get more returns. Early childcare education makes the later stage of education successful and lay foundation for lifelong education. The early childhood care and education quite helpful for later stage, that is primary education, and also it helpful for the foundation for lifelong education. Then the problems and issues with regard to early childhood care and education. Despite the initiatives taken by private and public players, ECCE is faced with a lot of challenges in our country. These are little attention is being paid to language acquisition and experience. Little attention is being paid to language acquisition and experiences, and problem in identification of children with disabilities and their families at an early stage. It is difficult to identify the children, those who are come under the disabled categories. child with special educational need and their families at the early stage, and also there is a lack of trained staff. There is less number of trained staff to handle the problems that arise in the early childhood care and education. Lack of horizontal integration between different ministries and departments. There is lack of coordination between the different ministries and departments. Lack of appropriate teacher-child ratio encourages lack of standardization of quality early childhood care and education. The curriculum used is most often driven by one-size-fits-all approach. Curriculum used in the early childhood care and education is one type of curriculum that is applied in all classes, and then the mushrooming of unregistered ECCE centers. There is a large number of unregistered ECCE centers are another problem of early childhood care and education. Today's video covers this much. In next video we continue with some learning challenges of early childhood care and education. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Friends, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Have a nice day. Stay tuned.